Hello, it's Dr. Rhonda Johnson. Today is Saturday, September 11th, 2021, and today I'm going to share how I've been surviving my COVID-19 infection. Today is day 5 for me, and I want to tell you all this has not been fun at all. It's been horrible. But I want to say thanks, first of all, for all the well wishes and especially the prayers. I'm a woman of faith and I do believe in prayer. And I want to say thank you to all the people that have been praying for me. I have had COVID is described as having mild, of course, asymptomatic, mild, moderate, and severe. And of course, life threatening, critical. Mild typically means, asymptomatic means you don't have any symptoms. Mild means you have the, cough, URI symptoms, a cold, fever, vomiting or diarrhea, muscle weakness. Moderate means you have evidence clinically of lower respiratory involvement. And of course, severe means you need oxygen. You need to be in the hospital. And critical, of course, means you need life support. So I had evidence of moderate disease. So what have I been doing to manage this? First of all, I want to say I have been fortunate because I have a relationship with a healthcare system and I have a relationship with a doctor. And I'll just give a shout out to the team at AHN who has helped me survive COVID-19. Now, I want to share too that what I'm saying applies to me. I am not giving any medical advice. I'm an adult. I'm not suggesting that you do this for children or adolescents or even yourself. I'm just sharing what has been working for me. I have a lot of friends who suggested I take this vitamin cocktail. My doctor didn't recommend it, but I, took it. I have been on vitamin D at a level of 10,000 units to 10,000 international units just since I've had COVID-19. I take vitamin D at 5,000 anyway during this pandemic, but I've been on 10,000 since I've been sick. Zinc 50 milligrams. I've been taking 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C every day and 2 elderberry capsules daily. That's been my vitamin cocktail. And again, I'm not recommending that anybody else take it. I'm sharing what I've done. Fluids, I've taken warm lemon in water, warm water with lemon when I felt cold. And when I was hot, I would take water mixed with electrolytes. I used electrolyte mix where you add it in the water, but you have to drink a lot of fluids. And probably electrolyte mixture just once a day. But if you don't have it, don't worry about it. Ventilation is key. You got to open up the windows. I had the fans on. I'm trying to push the virus out so I'm not rebreathing it constantly. And a humidifier. The humidifier helps so much in terms of helping keep my secretions loose. And so did the hydration. Food, people ask, what should you eat? Your body will tell you what you can eat. For me, everybody's different, but I ate eggs. I've been living on a diet of eggs, chicken soup with either noodles or rice, oranges, and saltine crackers. That just seems to be what I've wanted to eat. Now, the best thing that helped me was having a COVID kit. I had done a video on this last year when the pandemic started. To be prepared. Nobody wants to get COVID. I certainly did not want to get COVID. And for the last 18 months, have been doing everything I could to avoid it since this pandemic started. But being prepared does not mean you're inviting COVID into your life. It just means you're prepared if it happens. So I had all my supplies in a storage bin. So I want to encourage you, if you don't have one, to get a pulse oximeter. This is so important because my reading is 98. It got down as low as 96. But again, you don't want to see your oxygen saturation go below 94 because it means you're not breathing like you're supposed to be breathing. So a pulse oximeter is very important. You can get these at mostly all the retail pharmacies, and you can get them at the online, places that you buy stuff online. Pulse oximeter, oximeter. You also need a thermometer because you're going to have a fever. So I like the digital thermometer. It goes under your tongue, gives you your temperature in less than 30 seconds. You wash it after every use. Whatever you take for your fever, I'm a Tylenol person because it doesn't upset my stomach. But I have Tylenol and ibuprofen. I have also this, which was very important for me. It exercises your lungs. It's called a respiratory exercise. You blow into it like that. When I first started using this, I couldn't even get one ball up to the top. I just kept at it. It would make me cough and wheeze, but I knew it was important. It helps get down in those low airways, and I could get all of the balls up to the top. And I do that constantly, probably every couple of hours while I'm awake. The other things in my respiratory kit that are important are Lysol, because I spray my rooms. The bathroom, after I use it, I want to kill as many viral particles as I can. And wipes, Clorox wipes. If you don't have wipes or Lysol wipes or whatever, just use soap and water. I use a combination of wipes, but you wipe down all the frequently touched surfaces. So that was been in my COVID kit. The other thing I want to do is, of course, praise the fact that I'm fully vaccinated. I do believe these vaccines kept me out the hospital, off the ventilator, and thank God I'm not in the morgue. And you go down fast. The Delta variant replicates very, very fast. It's a hyper efficient replicating virus. Not everybody gets sick, but depends on your own health and how your immune system can respond, your age, your comorbidities. But I got taken down real fast by this. And as my body was trying to fight back, the vaccines kicked in. I was having high fevers, got up as high as 103.4. So it's not fun. It hasn't been a fun process, but I'm getting through it. I thank my doctors. The team at the Allegheny Health Network has been very, very helpful. I don't want to call any names, but they know who they are. And then the other thing I recommend, I got the monoclonal antibodies. And for me, they've made a huge difference. I got them yesterday, and within 24 hours, I am so much better. So unless you're the president or governor, folks, you got to get on the list, because there's a whole lot of people with COVID right now, and you have to get them the first 10 days of your illness while the virus is replicating. And, I've learned that, they're given in the infusion centers now, and they only have so many beds. And so they work from day 9, because, again, you have to get them before 10 days. And that's the other thing. You need to know your days of your infection. Day 1 is the first day you got sick. And if you get a positive test, you're going to need to have a positive COVID test. They will not give you monoclonal antibodies unless you have a documented positive COVID test. So you need to know your history. You need to know when you tested positive, and you need to know the day-to-day one, because they're going to ask you that. But it's an infusion. You get an IV. It takes about 3 hours. The infusion itself only takes about 25 minutes, but then you have to be watched and make sure you don't have any type of allergic reaction, and they'll screen you to make sure that you meet all the criteria and you don't have any pre-existing history that might eliminate you from being a candidate. That's my story. This is what I've been doing to survive COVID-19. The other thing is I've been moving around. Just keep moving as much as you can, because that helps reduce your risk of getting a blood clot. COVID causes hypercoagulation. And, if you can stay busy, rest when you need to rest. But I've just been moving around in the house between the cleaning and moving around and doing some exercise and going up and down the steps. I've kept myself busy. So I hope for anybody that has COVID, I hope my message will be an encouragement to you that you too can survive COVID. Please always consult your personal health care provider for your plan of treatment. I also have been on azithromycin, an antibiotic. That's my message. Stay safe, folks. God bless you. Thank you. Have a blessed day.